All right, so the path to UFC welterweight gold, of course, goes through the UK, courtesy of Leon Edwards' win over Kamaru Usman, but he's got to keep the focus where it belongs. He's got another hungry young challenger in front of him tonight.
Yeah, and Leon Edwards is one of those guys that can lock it. He's one of those guys that doesn't seem to me now from the outside to be a guy that falls in love with everything that comes with being the champion. He lives in the now. And he will have to do exactly that if he wants to retain his championship tonight. He's got to be able to use his boxing. Leon Edwards is fast.
Oh, yeah.
Everything he does right. He's crisp, he's sharp, and he uses all of his tools. He is really the definition of mixed martial artist, and that will have to be on display tonight if he wants to keep his championship.
You're right, and he may not wow you with muscle mass, but this is quite a frame for the UFC's welterweight division, and Leon Edwards has all eyeballs on him here tonight. Well, if any modern-era UFC athlete is worthy of a Hall of Fame distinction, despite having never realized a UFC title, I would submit to you Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone. His resume reads like a UFC record book.
And he just keeps on getting better. Every time you think Cowboy is starting to get to the end of the rope, he reinvents himself. He makes some small change to his game that allows him to compete at the highest level. The run that he went on after beating Alexander Hernandez and then coupling that with the massive victory over Al Iaquinta, you thought watching that you were watching the very best Cowboy Cerrone you've ever seen. And this is at the tail end of a career that spanned over a decade.
And his new source of motivation, his son Danger, these are very legitimate championship aspirations for Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone, trying to move one step closer here tonight. Donald Cerrone is ready to go, and that means so are we for our main event. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Leon "Rocky" Edwards. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight.
Good.
Well, what a shocker. Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone is fighting tonight. Seemingly ends up on every UFC card, the most active fighter on the roster. And we've really seen a transition of his game since he moved up to 170 pounds. If a takedown opportunity materializes tonight, don't be surprised to see Cowboy jump all over it. Oh, that's a good knee to the body there by Edwards. Nice early head kick for the champ, Leon Edwards. He waited a little bit to throw that weapon against Kamaru back in the day. No hesitation here early in this one.
He does a great job of setting this strike up. He doesn't throw it blindly. He's always putting something in front of the high kick that allowed for him to not only become the champion, but knock so many others out on his journey to becoming the best in the world.
So 1 minute into this fight, and as many people expected, the action absolutely crazy, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl, DC.
It's hard to watch a fight like this and call a fight like this because you never know when somebody's going to take that one shot that finishes the fight. Can't take many of those, you better check. Oh, back and forth we go. Nice leg kick. Another one.
Oh, man, these fighters are trading strikes early on.
It's exactly what we expected from these two. Oh!
Oh!
He's mixing up his target. He's throwing kicks, he's throwing punches. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night as that landed.
Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
Oh, head kick, bang. Back to his patented kicks here, but just out of range. So 33 total strikes have landed for Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Oh, a huge block there. All right, so we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots at the top. I mean, he's got to move his head right away. He's waiting. He's being reactive. You got to be active in your motions before your opponent sets up their attacks.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. That is a hard left hand that lands for Leon Edwards, and as usual, DC letting his fighting do the talking tonight.
Letting his fighting do the talking, man. He's all business. He's a businessman. He's here to win, go back to England and do his thing with his family. He's not going to be on TV hooping and hollering. He's a guy that's here to do his job and then go back home until he gets his title fight.
Well, somewhat remarkably, Leon Edwards showing an even better striking game here tonight. He found that flow state early.
I mean, early. He was in his zone early. And when you let this guy get going, it is a hard race to try to catch up. He does so good at setting traps, getting to his positions and landing his attacks, and getting out before you can counter, that you're just kind of lost in there. Leon Edwards brought his A game tonight to the octagon.
Edwards' nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Another nice kick there. Solid series of kicks. They're all landing now. Beautiful. Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel.
Oh, nice.
Just missed with the elbow there. Lands another pinpoint strike there, and no surprise to see the swelling upstairs get worse.
That accuracy, man, it's something to behold. This guy is so good at finding his target. Now, he's got a big old marker on the guy's face to try and hit. You have got a smart fight in front of you. You have got to move your head, or he's going to keep going there.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Cerrone's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. Well, his nose is just mangled. The cut appears to be the big issue. Let's get you some replays from that previous round.
I mean, it's getting hammered. He's going back to the well over and over again. And why would he not? His opponent wasn't good on the defense. His opponent allowed for him to land too clean. And now, he's just targeting that cut on the nose.
All right, round two now, DC. Donald Cerrone and Leon Edwards. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swing and a miss by Cowboy Cerrone. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Back and forth we go. And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Cowboy Cerrone. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Clipped him with the right hand there. Able to find a home for that right hand once again. Oh, beautifully placed and timed kick there by Edwards. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
So 95 total strikes have landed for Donald Cerrone. Well, it's still connecting on a pretty good clip, DC. 45% accuracy thus far against Leon Edwards. Oh, beautiful striking there by Leon Edwards. He has really become a well-rounded welterweight. You saw in the Gunnar Nelson fight how good his wrestling defense was. Leon Edwards is a real problem, DC. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Leg kick.
Oh, nice inside kick.
Edwards is blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter to protect that already significantly damaged nose. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Edwards' body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Takedown defense is there. And now some distance as they pull apart.
Big shot to the body.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Gets to the single collar tie now. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Oh, solid kicks are landing. He has most certainly found the range on the feet. Right hook to the head blocked. Edwards has taken aim at that cut right now. A strong decision by him to land strikes on an area that he has already done significant damage on. Edwards' nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC. Him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You gotta go and get it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
20 seconds to go, round two. Misses with the left hook. 10 seconds now to go in the round. And the horn sounds on round two. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool, because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
You need to protect this cut, though. You know he's going after it.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it, because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you got to really switch it up. Which corner is able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds?
He's able to slip the left. Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame. Back to the well with that right hand. It's no good. All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now. They're so evenly matched, and they're going to that.
Edwards' cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
He's got that single collar tie locked in.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Well, I can't even relate to the mental and physical toughness we are seeing from these 2 individuals. Both fighters damaged and compromised, and yet leaning on the heart here late in the fight.
Yeah, they're both leaning on the heart. They're both trying to really show that they belong. They're both trying to show that they're the better fighter. They have been matched at every single step. They're both bloody, battered, bruised, but neither one of them is willing to take a step back. These guys won't win.
Oh, and he caught the kick. Well, they've made all the right reads here tonight, and there's another one. Beautiful read on the leg strike as he catches it and then returns fire with a punch of his own. So they have got the timing down here at this point of the fight. Nice crack there. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Under 90 seconds to go.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night as that landed.
Oh, that hook has been there all night. There's another one by Cowboy Cerrone. Edwards' nose is absolutely mangled. Oh! He's got him hurt here.
Short time now in the round.
Nice jab by Cowboy Cerrone. Oh, headshot bang as the high kick lands. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Cerrone's nose is just pouring blood right now. I'm no doctor, Daniel, but I'm not sure that thing isn't broken right now. Final 30 seconds of this 3rd round.
Give me more.
20 seconds left. 15 seconds remain in the round. Big power shot there. Edwards is an absolute mess right now. There's blood everywhere. I'm not so sure they're not going to stop this fight right now. That's 3 rounds in in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. Man, this fight has been pretty wild. A lot of high-octane output on both sides, and candidly, neither fighter looking too good here.
It's the output. I mean, both of these guys have got their foot on the gas from the start of the fight. They've worked really, really hard to get to where they are right now. They're both going to have to rely on the toughness to drag them through the very difficult moments.
All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
He can barely stand.
You got him hurt. Go after that cut. Go after that cut. Strike.
Establishing the jab here. Oh, Edwards goes high, and he does not miss with the head kick yet again.
He does many times. When he throws that strike,
just out of range with that strike. Edwards' eye appears to be closing up by the second. Oh, nice hook by Cowboy Cerrone.
nice punch there.
Cerrone's really pleased. Oh, side kick lands. Hip to the head there by Cowboy Cerrone. So the fighter limping now as a result of all those leg kicks. We'll see if he can make some adjustments.
He's got to make some adjustments. And checking the kick right now is not going to work. It's too late. This guy should have addressed this earlier. But now he's going to have to tough it out and get through this.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Cerrone.
Gotta be careful here.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line.
Cerrone gets back up. Push kick there to the body. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here.
Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. There's the tap. Double Cowboy Cerrone by submission.
Wow.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Here we go inside the octagon for the official decision to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 56 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out, Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
Well, this guy just might retire as the UFC's all-time wins leader. Tonight was certainly a step in that direction. Donald Cowboy Cerrone gets it done yet again, another big spot, and you can argue this was one of the best performances of his career.